So Kyle Pitts may be the X factor for this offense of the Falcons. And, obviously, look, I've said this on the podcast. He needs to beat Travis Kelce. If that pick is going to be of any value, he has to beat Travis Kelce. Now, and by the way, not this, 1,026 yards and 2 touchdowns in 17 games. Like, what's that? Meanwhile, listen, I'm looking at Baldy's breakdowns on Twitter, right? Brian Baldinger, one of the best football minds that's out there, does a great job of bringing things out. Guess what he's doing? He's putting up videos of Micah Parsons. He's putting up videos of Penei Sewell. Could we have had Sewell or Parsons? Oh, okay. That transformed us better? Oh, okay, whatever. So I think Kyle Pitts has got to be the X factor where he has to have that huge breakout year. Not injuries, not 3 or 4 touchdowns, not 70, catches, 100 catches, 14 yards, 12 touchdowns, right? Well, but Chuckery, he's not done that before. Well, he damn sure needs to be better at it. He needs to do a better job of, getting himself open or whatever he's got to do. Because we're not influencing games with Kyle Pitts on the field with 1,026 yards and his injuries and 2 touchdowns. But there maybe is, a Y factor in all of this. And I definitely think that it could be Jonnu Smith. Now, when you look at Jonnu Smith's numbers, okay, his best years were with the Tennessee Titans. Now, again, last 2 years, 27 catches last year, 28 catches the year before. But when you look at 2019 and 2020 specifically, 2019, 35 catches, 439 yards. In 2020, in the pandemic year, 41 catches, 448 yards, and 8 touchdowns. His catch percentage in 2019 was 79.5%. And even he was 71.1% last year. So if Jonnu Smith, who thrived under Arthur Smith's offense, can he be 50 catches, 600 yards, 8 touchdowns? Brother, if he's that kind of player, and we're getting all these other offensive pieces going, because again, I believe the whole key to this offense is going to be, what do you do in the red zone? I know they can run the football. I know Desmond Ridder's a smart quarterback. I know he's not going to have all the turnovers, but can you score touchdowns in the red zone? And Jonnu Smith feels like one of those guys that can both hit you over the top and get downfield on you or be a red zone threat. And that's what I like about him. And look, he's a guy that has been probably on Arthur Smith's radar for a while. 6'3", 248 pounds, runs like a deer, right? He's got everything along with it. But again, if Kyle Pitts has to be that X factor, I think Jonnu Smith can be that Y factor. And I think that he's not had his best years. And certainly his years in New England last couple of years, I don't want to say that he was fledgling, but his numbers certainly decreased. And even last year, to where he was only a 9.1 yards per reception player. When he was in 2018 and 2019, he was over 12.5 yards each of those years. 12.9 in 2018, 12.5 in 2019. And peaked at 8 touchdowns. And he only had 1 touchdown the last 2 years. He didn't score a touchdown last year and only had 1 touchdown the year before that. Arthur Smith knows how to coach this guy and get the maximum out of him. He knows what to do with Jonnu Smith. And so if Kyle Pitts is the ultimate X factor, that he's got to be better, that he's got to have Travis Kelce-like numbers, he's got to be a game-changing influencer, just like a Travis Kelce is, right? Travis Kelce is a game-changing influencer. He's got to be that kind of player. But if you're looking for that kind of Y factor, I think Jonnu Smith's that guy. And Arthur Smith knows what to do with him. And if he can give me 50 catches, 600 yards, even 7 touchdowns, 6, 7 touchdowns, that'll be a big boon to this offense. Just, again, because I know that we're going to still be a run-heavy type of offense, but if we can make some plays in the passing game, and I've talked about this with Desmond Ridder, There's no reason why he can't be 25 touchdowns. No reason he can't be a 25 touchdown quarterback. But Jonnu Smith provides a lot of different things for this Atlanta Falcons team can do with his size and his speed and his catching ability. You know, look, he's going to probably be more of that tight end figure while Kyle Pitts is sort of hybrid, split out, maybe a little bit more wide receiver. I'm looking for big things from Jonnu Smith. And Jonnu Smith was a guy who wants to play for Arthur Smith. He's a guy that thrived under him. When you have guys like that had their best years under a coach, you know, I don't want to say that you can't go home again, but you can go home again. You can get in the car and drive home anytime you want, anytime you please. Hotel California, right? Anytime. You can never check out, you can always check out, but you can never leave, right? But Jonnu Smith, I do think that he is primed to have a big year in Arthur Smith's offense with all of the other pieces around him. He may be the forgotten guy when all is said and done. When we factor in London and Patterson and Algier and Bijan Robinson and Kyle Pitts and all these guys that we have, Jonnu Smith may be the best kind of surprise that we get in this offensive set. I think Arthur Smith is the guy that can tap in to his real skill set and maximize his ability and his usage and his production for this Falcons offense. All right, well, thank you so much for making Hittin' Hard with Jon Chuckery your first listen. Be sure to go in when you listen to our podcast and let us know that you're an everyday listener, right? It's our everydayers. We always thank you guys for being a part of our ever-growing community, but leave us a comment in the comment section of whatever platform that you're on, that you're an everydayer, that you're a 5-day-a-week listener to the program. So we thank you so much for being a part of it. Obviously, you can you can subscribe for free or follow on YouTube or wherever you listen to your podcast. You can get the latest episodes of Hittin' Hard as soon as they become available. Certainly check us out on the Sirius XM app. It's a very cool thing. And then give me a follow on my personal Twitter page at JMCH316. We'll be back with you tomorrow to wrap up the week. This has been Hittin' Hard with Jon Chuckery, Locked on Sports Atlanta.